James Walker, a retired British Army veteran, had finally found peace in a quiet suburban neighborhood. With his loyal service dog, Shadow, by his side, James managed his PTSD every single day. Shadow wasn't just a dog, he was a lifeline. But peace was short-lived. One morning, James received a cold, typed letter taped to his door. Notice of violation. Pets are not allowed. Remove immediately or be fined. Shadow stared up at James, as if sensing something wasn't right. James visited the HOA office, documents in hand. He explained calmly, Shadow is not a pet. He's a registered service dog under UK and US disability law. But Barbara, the HOA president, scoffed. You can call it what you want, she said smugly. But rules are rules. Soon, the harassment began. HOA board members walked by daily, snapping photos. Shadow's every move was watched. Then came another letter. Daily fine, £120/$150 until dog is removed. Things escalated. Barbara showed up outside his home, furious. I told you that dog has to go, she shouted, pointing her finger at Shadow. James remained calm, standing protectively between her and the dog. One neighbor, Maria, a former paralegal, saw it all and knocked on James' door later that evening. They did this to another disabled resident last year too, she whispered. James finally had an ally. With Maria's help, James filed a formal complaint with HUD, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, for disability discrimination under the Fair Housing Act. Weeks later, investigators showed up. They talked to neighbors, inspected documents, and reviewed HOA emails. The findings? A pattern of discrimination. Barbara's confidence began to crack. The HOA called an emergency meeting. Barbara tried to explain herself. He's bringing federal agents into our neighborhood, she cried. But the board turned on her. Several members resigned on the spot. James wasn't done. With Maria's help, he filed a federal lawsuit, seeking emotional damages, legal fees, and a full apology. The local news picked it up. Veteran Battles HOA over Service Dog aired across 3 channels. The judge didn't hold back. This HOA violated federal protections and common sense. He awarded James $150,000 in damages. The HOA was ordered to undergo disability training and change its policies. Barbara, now disgraced, read a forced public apology at the next HOA meeting. We acknowledge our discriminatory actions and sincerely apologize to Mr. Walker and others. She resigned immediately after. A new HOA board was elected, fair, kind, and inclusive. James and Shadow became beloved local figures. Kids waved. Neighbors smiled. They tried to intimidate him. They tried to erase his rights. But James stood firm, and with Shadow by his side, he reminded them what real strength looks like.